What's up, everyone? It's your friendly neighbor troublemaker Jessie, an American guy living in the Philippines where privacy is a myth. Here, your personal bubble is more like a community bouncy castle. My neighbors know everything about me, including my taste in superhero-themed underwear. If you're curious about living where minding your own business is a foreign concept, you're in the right place. Let's dive into the top moments that made me realize privacy is basically a Western myth. The Great Underwear Exposition of 2023 broke me. I never thought a simple act like doing my laundry could turn into the most public event of my year. But there I was, standing in the middle of our barangay, clutching a basket of freshly washed clothes, completely unaware that my life was about to become neighborhood news. In the Philippines, laundry isn't just a chore, it's a community spectacle, a ritual that everyone seems to have an opinion about. Hanging my laundry, I felt proud. There's something satisfying about seeing your clothes fluttering in the breeze, sun-kissed and clean. I even took a moment to admire my handiwork, thinking I'd finally mastered the art of pinning shirts so they wouldn't fly away. For a brief second I felt like a responsible adult, conquering the domestic world one clothespin at a time. That is, until my neighbor shouted from across the street, "Jessie, your Spider-Man boxers are very colorful." Her voice echoed through the neighborhood, bouncing off every wall and into every open window. Suddenly, my private laundry moment became a barangay-wide announcement. I could feel my ears turning red as everyone turned to look at the now famous boxers. Suddenly, I was the neighborhood's expert on superhero undergarments. The Titus gathered in their usual gossip corner, whispering and giggling, probably debating whether I had matching socks or if I owned other superhero-themed attire. It was as if my laundry had become the latest episode in their favorite teleserie. From then on, I was Kuya Spider-Man to the local kids. Every time I walked by, they'd wave and shout, "Kuya, where's your cape?" Or, "Can you climb walls too?" My laundry had given me a new identity and there was no going back. Even the Sari-Sari store lady started giving me knowing smiles whenever I bought detergent. My neighbor even gives me regular laundry reports. She'll call out, "Jessie, your whites are looking brighter this week," or, "Don't forget to soak those socks." It's like having a personal laundry coach, whether I want one or not. Sometimes I wonder if she's secretly keeping a scorecard. A week later, her grandson showed up wearing Spider-Man boxers, thanking me for the recommendation. Apparently my fashion choices had inspired the next generation. Who knew that a pair of boxers could spark a trend? The Titus were delighted, and I was officially the barangay accidental influencer. I became a child's fashion influencer. Kids started asking me for tips on where to buy the coolest superhero briefs, and parents would nod approvingly as if I'd done something truly heroic. My laundry had become a source of pride, amusement, and endless conversation. In the Philippines, your clothesline isn't just for drying clothes, it's a billboard of your life. Every shirt, every pair of shorts, every quirky boxer brief tells a story. It's a snapshot of who you are, what you love, and sometimes, what you wish you'd kept hidden in the back of your drawer, and everyone is reading it. Privacy? What's that? Here, your laundry is everyone's business, and your secrets are just one gust of wind away from being the talk of the town. So next time you hang your clothes, remember, in the Philippines, even your underwear can make you a local legend. Meet my landlady, a woman of boundless energy and an unwavering sense of duty. She's the kind of person who believes that every tenant is part of her extended family. To her, locked doors are merely polite suggestions, not barriers. She has a key to every apartment and isn't shy about using them, though to be honest, she doesn't do it much. One morning, fresh out of the shower, I heard a key in the lock. My heart raced as I realized what was happening. I was about to have an uninvited guest. Panic set in. I grabbed the nearest object, a wooden pineapple, as if it could somehow protect me from the impending intrusion. The door swung open, and there stood the landlady holding a plate of freshly baked pandesal. Her face lit up with a smile as if this were the most normal thing in the world. She didn't flinch at my half-naked state. Instead, she asked if I'd eaten breakfast, her eyes full of genuine concern. In the US, this would be a lawsuit. Here, it's just Tuesday. The cultural differences are stark, and sometimes they're downright shocking. She tidied up my apartment, chatted about the weather, and left as if nothing unusual had happened. I was left standing there, stunned and bewildered. My apartment wasn't just mine, it was an extension of her home. She felt responsible for my well-being, and this was her way of showing it. From then on, I took extra precautions. I dressed in the bathroom, door locked, and even wedged a chair under the handle for good measure. You can never be too careful when your landlady's love language is breaking and entering with baked goods. It's a unique blend of hospitality and boundary crossing that I've come to accept, if not entirely understand. At a barangay meeting, I became the main agenda item. The captain asked about my girlfriend and suddenly my love life was public debate. Advice poured in, and I felt like I was on The Bachelor. I mumbled, we're taking a break, opening floodgates for more advice. The meeting ended with a promise to find me a new girlfriend. I walked home feeling like a community project. Here, your personal life is everyone's business. Privacy, not a chance. Welcome to the Philippines. In America, phone privacy is sacred. Here, it's communal property. Friends read my texts over my shoulder, offering advice on replies. It's not malicious, it's bonding. They even answer calls for me. I've accepted it, texting with performance anxiety. My privacy screen protector is long gone. My texts are no longer my own. They belong to the people. It's a level of trust and intimacy I wasn't prepared for. Welcome to the Philippines, where your phone is everyone's business. Meet Mang Renee, my tricycle driver and unexpectedly my personal assistant. In the bustling streets of our neighborhood, Mang Renee is more than just a driver. He's the unofficial keeper of everyone's daily routines. He's the first person I see every morning, always ready with a warm smile and a quick update on what's ahead for the day. Somehow, he knows my schedule better than I do. Before I even remember my own appointments, Mang Renee is already waiting outside, engine running, ready to whisk me off to my next commitment. He's memorized my routines, my quirks, and even my favorite coffee stop along the way. He remembers every appointment, beats Google reminders by a mile, and keeps track of my ever-changing routine with the precision of a digital assistant. If I forget a meeting, he's there to nudge me. If I'm running late, he's already mapped out the fastest route. One day I decided to walk instead of taking a tricycle. As I strolled down the street, I noticed Mang Renee looking genuinely concerned, scanning the road for me. It was as if my absence had thrown off the entire neighborhood's rhythm. When I explained that I was just being spontaneous, trying to shake up my routine, he listened intently, nodding as if he was taking mental notes for future reference. Without missing a beat, he updated my file, scribbling in his trusty notebook. Likes to be spontaneous on Thursdays. It was both hilarious and oddly comforting to know that someone cared enough to keep track of even my most random habits. Sometimes it feels like an invasion of privacy, having someone so attuned to my every move, but at the same time it's a huge relief. I never have to worry about missing anything important because Mang Renee is always one step ahead. Thanks to him, I haven't missed a single appointment in 6 months. My life runs smoother, my days are less stressful, and I can actually enjoy the little moments knowing someone's got my back. In a way, I've outsourced my executive function to my tricycle driver. He's my living, breathing calendar, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Welcome to the Philippines, where your schedule isn't just your own, it's public knowledge woven into the fabric of the community. Here, everyone looks out for each other, and sometimes, that means your tricycle driver knows your life better than you do. Karaoke is a way of life here. After I had an emotional breakup, my neighbor Kuya Jun dedicated a heartbreak song to me. He performed my pain for the neighborhood. It was surreal. My private sorrow turned into public entertainment. I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Every sad song from his house felt like another dedication. My heartbreak was a community concert. It's a singing telegram of pity at maximum volume. Welcome to the Philippines, where your emotions are everyone's playlist. Privacy, not here. The Sari-Sari store is the heart of the neighborhood. Ailing Nena, the tindera, knows everything about everyone. My snack habits were public knowledge. One day, she told me Maria, the girl I liked, bought the last chippy. Ailing Nena was running a dating service using snack preferences. I walked away without chips but with new information. My snack choices were cross-referenced with my romantic interests. Welcome to the Philippines, where your life is a community project. Privacy, not a chance, it's all part of the charm. In America, salary is a secret. Here, it's a conversation starter. At lunch, a coworker casually asked about my salary. My American brain panicked. I mumbled something about company policy. They shrugged and shared their own salaries. It was just another lunch topic. Welcome to the Philippines, where your paycheck is public discussion. Privacy? Not here. It's all part of the openness. The neighborhood kids are a surveillance network. They know my schedule and notice any deviation. One day, I came home early with a headache. The kids demanded an explanation. I felt like a person of interest in a criminal investigation. They report everything to their parents, there are no secrets. It's like having a team of bodyguards invested in your routine. Welcome to the Philippines where the kids are always watching. Privacy? Not a chance. Social media is about curating your life, but here your neighbor's tita might scoop your announcement. I got a haircut, planning to post a selfie. My neighbor's tita beat me to it with a blurry photo. My grand reveal was preempted. It was absurdly Filipino, the community sharing everything. My timeline was old news before I posted. I learned my life isn't just my story to tell. It's a collaborative project with my neighbors. Welcome to the Philippines, where your life is everyone's content. And there you have it. 10 times I learned privacy doesn't exist here. It's about community, caring, and connection. Thank you for listening to my non-private dirty laundry. Share your own privacy shock moments in the comments. If you enjoyed this, like, subscribe and ring the bell for more adventures.